Apocalypse, Small Mammoth Fortress, and Brawlhaven left open. It's Phazon's decision. A small Brawlhaven here, I feel like, would be pretty smart.
Yeah, I would kind of like to see small Brawlhaven. All right, they're going to Mammoth. Not a bad choice, of course, because it is a very stable state.
Yes, indeed. And he doesn't have to
It's a good
worry
one
about
for
losing those stocks super early on Brawlhaven. Whether it's beneath the stage or the side, honestly. It's everywhere's a risk zone. Okay, Scythe versus Sword.
Oh, Wrenched bouncing him. That downlight down air, you'll see a lot of the players using Sword. They go for that in the early gambits because you get the chance for additional follow-ups. If you just do the downlight into side air, yes, you get stage position, but your pressure kind of ends there. Oh my gosh!
That was about as hard as a punish to a whiff signature I've ever seen.
Absolutely
but does it
brutal.
matter? Wrench with the ground pound. Down sig doesn't travel down, and a ground cancel neutral light. Wow, that is a statement. You could have just said
that was really good. I mean, he was in line for that side air. The gravity cancel neutral light, it does cover that space for a bit longer of a time, so you don't have to be, you know, as pinpoint. You can do it at different timings that might catch certain dodges.
Yes, excellent point. It was definitely the most optimal decision to edgeguard with at that scenario. We're seeing a lot of just really great developments in the art of edgeguarding lands, both from Boomy and with Wrenched.
I mean, you know, these are dangerous times. Yeah. With Winter Championship, you know, Stingray going so far with Orion. Here we got Phazon on the Artemis. Koslix is always there. Man, Lance is dangerous.
Yeah, Lance is dangerous. People are learning their Lance matchup for sure after that tournament. And now Phazon has this edgeguard onto Wrench. He really wants to take the stock, but the recovery from Wrench is too potent. He's now trying to get those nairs on the side. Wow! This slides right on the stage. Side sig sends him away.
I love that face laser. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, you only get to see
trying to cover the weapon does tag him with the downlight. But man, Wrenched is keeping him to single hits, always finding the dodge escape and downlight recovery for almost a full stock lead over Phazon.
Yeah, Wrench really doing well in the first game, but we saw a lot of comebacks earlier on. But Wrench with down air to the neutral air. Okay, Phazon does get one unarmed hit in, but only after taking so much damage and being very precariously near the end of his stock if he kept going with that.
Yeah, that recovery was very hard fought. He had to get through a veritable minefield of blades.
Oh, I love that response from Wrenched. Phazon has been going for a lot of side lights and then chain dodging through his opponent to get a turnaround neutral light, and Wrenched was right there, ready to hit him with a side light in response. No successful connection, and that's not something that happened to Wrenched earlier this game. It happened to other opponents earlier in the tournament, so you know Wrench has been watching.
Oh, yo, side airs. So many side airs. One of the options that you don't really see too often from Scythe. And that neutral signature, Phazon, so much mileage off of that today.
Yes, a lot of mileage off of it. Oh, he gets this neutral air off of the downlight. Now Wrench has him in so much damage. A lot of his series signatures will KO, but that's not really Wrench's style. He's going to go for that down air instead. Oh, it's burned for troubles.
With the chase off of it, too. That was beautiful.
Whoa, Phazon, can you... Okay, he can't make it back.
He had that perfect angle. I was worried he was going to head bonk there, go to the underside of the stage, but he knew better.
Gravity Cancel downlight recovery finishes the job, and now Wrenched with a 200 damage lead over Phazon takes game number 1. Will Phazon stick to the Artemis? It looks like it did. I mean, they select the legend so quickly. I can't imagine anything else. And yes, we see him banning. Mammoth Fortress, kind of have a hunch. We're going to be going back there again.
Oh, you think so?
I do. Especially after
let's see Yep, there it is. Especially, it was Wrench pick there. Obviously, you know, he just won on Mammoth Fortress. Why would you change?
3, 2.
So no legend change. Wrenched up 1-0 with a very convincing first game. So Phazon the first one with a weapon, trying to cover with the lance, but not able to stop Wrench from swooping in, grabbing these guitars, trying to take him for a ride. Good tag punishes. Slapping each other back and forth.
Yeah, they're just getting hit, little hits here and there. One down light, one side air. Wrench really starting a better string there. Down air, the guitars, both to try to hit them on a dodge read, but also just get out of the way. So far, so good for Wrench. Neutral light hits, but Wrench just dodges out of that down light, doesn't stay in place to allow that to string together. And he's been getting a lot of those.
One of the, yeah, oh yeah. And I mean, he's one of the few players we see that still utilizes the double chase dodge on hit if you're on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I mentioned Phazon both. I was talking earlier about, like, on Scythe in particular. Low damage, side light. Oh!
Whoa!
Side light, active input, up, gets the neutral stick, kicks him into that. Nicely done by Phazon.
Such a beautiful setup. Showing that Phazon definitely put the time in with Artemis. He knows these options.
Wrenched, dodges in. And just to avoid that side line. Phazon gets it down. Doesn't
no.
get the grip.
Oh!
It's alright.
Beautiful turnaround from... No! Oh my gosh!
Gone?
He got the first knockout onto Phazon, but at what cost? It is now a full stock lead for Phazon.
Yeah, he just fell straight down there, wasn't able to touch that ledge, and now Phazon is running away with that lead, going, oh, it just took one stock for me to have an entire stock lead? Wrench hits him with that neutral light, but man, Phazon is getting just as much damage as Wrench is, if not more. Excellent dodge in read with that down stick, puts out another one.
Oh my gosh, getting the chase into the downlight. All right, yeah, smart disengage all the way to the other side. Now you just gotta find your way back up onto stage. Ooh, threatening with the black hole shot.
And he's continuing to put out that down stick, yeah. The properties, oh, nice with the side sig. Caught him, just going for a recovery, and fast fell straight into the sword. Wrench to even things up real fast. Oh, and if he keeps hitting guitar strings like that, this damage differential is not going to matter. Imagine if Wrench is able to win this after losing that stock the way that he did.
Oh, he dodged the weapon throw. Demoralizing.
Nair, does it get the down air? Down sig is not going off stage, gets that landing animation.
Oh no.
Phazon hasn't touched Wrench on this stock yet. Oh, there we go. Sidelight wasn't low enough.
Right. There's one, but is it enough to set Wrench on his heels? It doesn't seem like he is letting up at all.
Wrench tosses the guitars in. Sidelight gets the neutral light recovery.
Oh my gosh. We live in dangerous times, my friend. Look at this. Phazon now deep in the red. Wrenched with the advantage. He's going to be looking for the knockout.
Oh, is that going to be it? He didn't go for the punish. Weapon throw to recovery. He's going to go for the unarmed finisher. Oh, he's going for the downlight and recovery. Avoids that. Doesn't make the same mistake that Cody was making where he jumped into it. He's just trying to jump above Phazon, stay out of that threat zone. Neutralites. Recovery. Wrench wins game 2. 2-0 lead over Phazon. Damage taken 374? That is...
How?
Oh, man. 632 damage to 374. What?
Jeez, alright, so how did Wrench even manage to bring that back despite, like... It was basically 3 stocks to 1. He had to play absolutely flawlessly on that last stock, and man, did he deliver. I
mean, in theory, you never get hit, you're not going to lose your stocks, right? And that's exactly what Wrench did. It was from white to deep orange before the first sidelight connected from Phazon, and he wasn't stringing it into anything. Wrenched played absolutely out of his mind. Any other player in that scenario, right, gets the stock with the side air, falls to their death. I imagine there's going to be a part of them kicking themselves for that, right? But Wrench just went, oh, okay, I just have to adjust and play this way if I want to get this win. And he is on his way to a top 4 scenario if he can take just one more game off of Phazon. And we see Phazon in the lobby choosing a legend, right? He hasn't locked in.
This is where we're looking. Yeah, now he's got to think about it. Okay, the Artemis games, you know, the last one, it didn't actually go bad for him. It was just at the end, Wrenched was able to have the mental fortitude. He didn't crack under pressure and brought it back in against all odds. So now Phazon saying, all right, maybe that was just, you know, a couple bad exchanges at the end there. I can tighten that up. Sticking with the Artemis, just running it back. Mammoth Fortress once again.
Although, I mean, it was kind of a brutal loss because the damage differential was twice as much, but we'll see if that's still the case in game number 3. Phazon sticking with the Artemis the whole way through. And there's that chain dodge that we were talking about earlier. Didn't get punished nearly as hard this time by Wrenched. Oh, but that downlight caught Wrenched right as he was going for that jumping side air.
Ooh, Wrench just dashing right in, seeing the footsie's range that Phazon wants to play. Uh-oh, big scythe string. Phazon with a massive damage lead now.
Ooh, he went for the
goes for the...
Air.
I know, that always seeing what kind of corner gambits each player has. And look at that, the beautiful coverage that Artemis can have. You shoot that black hole shot downwards, and then if they go high, maybe try for a neutral sig.
Ooh, Sair after Sair. Phazon only has a recovery left. He has a dodge. No,
it's gone.
Not up in time. 3 seconds is very long in the heat of battle. And Phazon loses that first stock over to Wrench. Wrench continues to put on more.
Oh my gosh.
Like that. The neutral stick doubled up both as a read and as we make the stage. Oh,
the half pipe, the custom exit. Oh my gosh.
And the recovery to finish it off. The down stick disarms him. He picked up the lance and it got destroyed in his hands. He still hasn't been able to get another hit, and Wrench really wants this 3-0. Phazon goes down. D-Light downer doesn't get the recovery. Wrench doesn't care. There it is. Delayed combo. Delayed combo. It's still technically a D-Light downer recovery. It just took 3 seconds for the last hit to come in. Man, Wrench is insane.
He's on fire right now. 3 stocks to 1 off of like the monumental turnaround at the end of last game. All right, Phazon.
Hold on. That was the biggest read I'd ever seen in my life. He down signed the other direction, and Wrench like barrel rolled underneath him to get caught into the black hole. That is the funniest thing. All right,
well, I hope he's got a few more premonitions, because he needs them to take this back right now. Again, it's a full stock lead for Wrench. Can he answer the favor that was given him last time?
Oh man, I mean, there's a chance. Recovery from Wrench is starting to stuff it, and that side air. Wrench just winning neutral too many times. Oh, that gravity cancel sidelight. If just delayed a little bit, would have been the end of Wrench stock. So close.
Ooh, interrupting the signature. That sword neutral light hits high enough. Cancel it out. Another face laser. Tons of damage.
I love how many follow-ups Phazon has out of sidelight. There it is. The first one, he kicked him away, went for the side sig, kicked him up, went for the neutral sig. At this point, all he has to do is connect the down sig, and it's an even game. But Wrench just doing so well when he gets the guitars.
Ooh, Wrench really just trying to slap Phazon out of here. A face laser scoring the knockout. Now we're tied 1-1. Phazon's got a chance.
Alright, Phazon is punched away. Haymaker to end it all, but Phazon does have a chance. You are correct. And he picks up the lance. Nair comes through. Wrench still on the guitars, which he's done so well on. Weapon throw coming through, just trying to mix Phazon up. The recovery could come through.
And that's Wrench taking it 3-0 over Phazon, despite his best efforts and an incredibly close last match.
Man.
Jeez.
What an amazing performance from Wrench. Those guitar strings are amazing, and I really want to highlight to anybody that's at home thinking, are these true combos? No, Wrench is getting 3-4 consecutive